Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Arizona Cardinals.
Ready, blue lady, blue lady. Run the mic. Watch one. I got it.
Now Ryan on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, Chris Jones, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Topper!
From midfield now, here's Ryan. On the screen, this is Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get that ball. Chance. 21.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
You better be afraid of me. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming.
Ryan. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
22. I got you.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Flushed out. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. His first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Allen here on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Second and 14. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, San Francisco.
Down. Check 55, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2nd and 5. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Wait.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch 1. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got the connection to Cooper. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll get this to Eckler. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
59 Mike, 59 Mike.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, kill, kill. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 15. Check 15.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. 15 for the Niners there to first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Hines. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, 49ers.
Under 10, under 10, 10. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crack.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Keep putting that ball in the ground. That's our ball.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Second and 9 now. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They're running it. Hey, South. Hey, high 7. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Move. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Mike 1.
Five.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Here we go.
Here's Ryan. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
at the 24-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the IMT on the last drive. Open man is QT, complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, San Francisco.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 55, 955. Hey, eat. Let's go one more. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Terrell Basham, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
2nd and long. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Double dog. That's the way. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to... Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
That's it. Big hit.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's it.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Hey, 59, ready.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Ryan. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 27-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Tuesday. Mike's 59. All day.
Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Ryan. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 7, Mike 7. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Ryan. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check back. Check back. 55 is my guy. 55. Stop your running. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Protein spill. Rush in. Rush in.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And the 49er first down.
Now it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Hey, hold on. I got you. I got you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. hence the decline.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15. For the Niners there and a first down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught by Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
55, my God, 55. Danny.
2nd and 5. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike 55, Mike 55. All right, T, let's
2nd and 15. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone. And it'll give him a first down. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Badgley's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch one. Watch one.
Hey, Echo.
Showing it. Showing it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
4 down. Check.
At the 43-yard line.
Check.
80 weapon. Get up.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
11.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Tight dog.
Check.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Check.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On third down, it's Freeman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Freeman again, a first down carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man is QT, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. It's a party now.
2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Joshua Perkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan is going to float this one deep right and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. A lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurd, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run here with Eckler. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check 24, check 24.
It's Eckler again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
San Francisco.
Ready. I'm trying to collect.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Ready. Like 25.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got him.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about him taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Arizona, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers,